many of our habitual truant students are students in ninth and 10th grade. And many of those students have been MCPS students for life or for the better part of their educational careers. We plan to take a look at a subset of them, look at their elementary and middle school attendance, and determine patterns that we believe we will find that the attendance issue didn't start a year or two ago. It started way back in elementary school, and again, it will re-emphasize our ability to promote the importance of early intervention.
It is very important to examine the resources that are in place, and I think that's why, for example, this effort for this type of reorganization, it's important. It's the same conversation with HHS, et cetera, that we have the circular conversations about the growing need. We have identified the need, the demographic, almost down to the geography, but then we don't go back and look at the existing resources and make sure that they're being deployed strategically, right? So we've got to do that. And then, of course, I'm completely open to the idea, of course, of more funding. But first I have to make sure that we have reallocated or redesigned, just like almost like in business, the use of what we have in place, and also not be shy to look at urban school systems best practices or, jurisdictions when you have, let's say, a high concentration of Latino students. We don't have to reinvent the wheel in Montgomery County because we're Montgomery County. I mean, there are plenty of other jurisdictions that have grappled with this, and they get serious about that. And so, I am, I guess, optimistic by the fact that at least in this budget there is a bit of an effort, but there is no doubt that, we have heard this time and time again, and we can go down that list. So I'm ready to just roll up our sleeves and get it done, but it is gonna have to take that very courageous, and I'll just say, politically courageous conversations, because a lot of this has to do with this fear that if we call it and name it what it is, that we're gonna scare some people out there. I would submit that the people out there, what they want is to make sure that we are addressing the challenges. Because if we don't address the challenges, then they will become systemic, and then there will be a real negative impact in our institutions, and that's what we don't want. So, to the extent that we can truly commit to that type of approach, I think, one day soon we might start seeing, the needle moving. But I do worry that when we are close to getting a little bit of that under control, then we have, for example, this issue, let's say, of the unaccompanied minors, and then it becomes another, emergency that we have to address. And so how we stay on top of it, I think it's going to be the ongoing, uncertain, I think, question for us as we go forward.